Teresa Gambardella, and welcome back to Cooking Up Memories so we can live a well-seasoned life. I just got invited to a neighbor's house, myself and my kids, for a quick impromptu pool party / barbecue. It's like 100 degrees in Pennsylvania right now where we are, and so I sent the kids over so they can jump in the pool and get ready. In the meantime, I want to whip up a couple dishes that I can bring. They were already having some chicken and a salad, so I thought today I would make a basil pesto sauce with some farfalle, which will take a couple minutes to make, real quick and easy. I'm going to make some corn the way my grandma used to make it, and for the kids I decided to make a non-alcoholic or virgin pina colada. So let's get started. Sorry I haven't been cooking that much lately, but I have been very, very busy. I've got a couple of hints for us today that will make life a little simple. Let me get my apron on. Remember, I'm the one that does the laundry. Okay, so ran to the grocer real quick. I got some corn. One of the simplest things that I do with corn is when I'm at the grocery store, if they have a garbage can near the corn, which a lot of our grocery stores do, I husk the thing right there. It's less mess in the house, and when I actually come home to use the corn, it's just a lot faster and easier. Okay. So right here I have a pot, probably halfway to 3/4 way full with water. Real simple, nothing fancy here. Except, I know when something is good and fresh, you shouldn't have to do too much to it. But my grandma always sweetened the corn a little. So it's kind of one of those things that I do. And I will tell you, my family loves it so much, especially my husband, which is a compliment to me, because he'll be like, can you make the corn the way you make it? So I have roughly a half cup of sugar here. Of course, the more in season the corn is, the more flavorful it is anyway, and the less you have to do it. This is just a little added thing that I do. To that, I also add some milk. That's it. Real simple. I throw my corn in, which I just rinsed when I got home to take a little bit more of the silk off of it. And I will just boil that. I'll get it to come up to a high boil, and then I'll turn it off. Probably not turn it off, turn it down lower, and let that simmer for about 35 minutes. And the corn will be nice and juicy. I'm going to put that on now, on hot. Okay, here's something I have to tell you. Also, when you add sugar, salt always helps. It helps accentuate the flavor. So let's throw like a, I don't know, 2 teaspoons of salt in there. Remember, this does not have to be an exact science. Cooking is about what you like and what you have on hand. Baking, you have to be more exact so that the recipes can rise and separate and cure and all these things. But cooking, it's just about what tastes good to you and what feels good to you. Remember, like I said, vegetable or fruit that's in season is going to have a lot more flavor than a vegetable or fruit that's not in season, which is why a chef will always tell you to use what's in season. But we're having corn today, which is in season right now. I'm going to put the lid on just to help bring it up. But I have to tell you, because I added milk, I have boiled the pot over tons and tons of time. So you just got to keep an eye on it if you don't want to clean up a mess. Okay, so while we have the corn going, we are going to make a quick basil pesto sauce. I have a frying pan here. No oil, no anything. I've got about 1/3 of a cup of pine nuts. Just going to heat this. I know in a Teflon pan you're really not supposed to heat without anything in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw roughly 1/3 cup of pine nuts in the pan. We just want to toast them up really quick. Okay. While those are toasting, I'm going to start the pesto in the blender. I have roughly 2 cups of basil, and basil is so in season right now, and it smells so good. It's just one of those herbs that's just really, really fragrant. And easy to grow at home, either in a little pot on your kitchen counter or outside. Okay. To that, I'm going to add 3 cloves of garlic. Now, the garlic is a matter of taste. Some recipes will tell you 1 clove. I like a lot because to me, it gives the pesto that little bite, a little bit of spiciness. All you gotta do is take the shell off. And I like that little bit of spiciness. In the meantime, I've had a pot of water that is pretty hot already going. So, for the farfalle. We'll get that going. And the reason you're toasting the pine nuts is to have the oils come out and give them more of a robust flavor. I'm just going to set this on a little pulse while we're waiting for those pine nuts to come up. Let's try to chop this up. It's one of those things that sometimes you have to help with a wooden spoon. Of course not while the blender is running. A pesto is one of my favorite summer pastas because it's one of those things you can make the pesto sauce ahead of time. You can actually make the pesto, when pesto is in season, you can make it and freeze it. When basil is in season, you can make the pesto and freeze it so that in December, if you decide you want a little pesto, take it out, defrost it, and make it. Yeah, we're gonna need a little help from the liquid when we get to it. But I want to get some of those pine nuts in here. Let's check these pine nuts. They have toasted up nicely. Okay, I'm going to throw them in here. See, my pot, I don't have everything brand new. My handle broke off, but there's nothing wrong with the pot. So I got one of these little squeezy things. Okay, we are going to salt this water really quickly and throw in a pound of farfalle. I didn't have my utensils out for you guys today. We are going to give this a little whirl. So, back to the pesto. Like I was saying, if you put the lid on the pot, it helps bring the water back up to temperature. It's one of those dishes that can be served room temperature, which is great for something like a cookout or a picnic. You can prepare it in advance, you can leave it on your counter, and when you're ready, you just go over. We're going to try and a little bit. I'm going to get it all moved around. Once we add the oil, it will help it come together. I also have here half a cup of pecorino romano. Now, that too is a matter of taste. Some people like a stronger cheese, like a Parmesan. But it's one of those things that it's a matter of taste or it's a matter of what you have in your refrigerator at the time. It's convenient for me to just whip up this because that's what I have in the house instead of running to the store because I just want to go over and hang out with my neighbors and have a good time. Okay. This is sort of taking its time to come together. Of course, when I'm trying to conversate with you. I'm a little low on kosher salt in the dish. Let's put some in here. Fill me up. I'm going to put about a half teaspoon of salt in there. Same thing with the pepper. Excuse me. Remember, I'm doing this from my home, so that was my hubby on the phone letting me know what time he's going to join us at the neighbors. Okay. Once I start adding the oil, you'll see this start to come together. I'm going to turn it on. Bubbling away here, yeah. So give it a good whirl so it doesn't stick. And of course, in my opinion, pasta is always better served al dente. You smell the cheese and the pine nuts and the basil. God, it's wonderful. Something that's big in there. Let's see what we got here. I would say that's pretty darn good. I'm going to give it one more pulse and we are done. That smells good. I'm going to taste from the back of the spoon. I will not put it back in. It's delicious. Delicious. It's a little salty, okay, but once I throw it over the pasta, it will be perfect. I love it. What I'm going to do is we're going to take a break and I am going to come back and I'm going to clean out the blender so that we can start our virgin pina coladas. And by that time, our pasta should be ready to drain. And we could get going to the party. Be right back. Thanks.